Audio test. How's everyone doing today? Audio test. How's everyone doing today? Audio sounds good. I know this is a really random time for me to start up a stream, but figured why not. Should be live on both. There we go. Okay. Alan, Lord Bane, Warp Core. How's it going? It's very late. It's not even 8 p.m. I mean, for those of you in Europe, it's certainly a bit late. I had some cannons sell. You guys know what that means, right? Nicholas, how's it going, man? Yeah, surprise streams are always great. Driving the bus in 39. Yeah, but it's going to be the boring type of gambling. It's going to be like DOF packs. People get very bored of the DOF pack openings because they are sort of boring, but they have such a huge return potential in some cases. Are there any seven? Yeah, Nick. Nick, you're near your bus, right? Darketti, how's it going? It's gambling time. Yeah. Okay, I got enough for 2 keys, plus the DOF packs I just got. I'm gonna go with Safe Galaxy because I don't really care to open Infinity right now. There's 1 watcher. 2. Damn, can I get every Safe Galaxy lockbox to do that for me? 2 for 2 on Watcher Bridge Officers. Neothamist, Martin, Gary, Nietzsche. Marcus, yeah. Gazy Freak, blew 3 mil EC completely on accident on a random tier 8 cannon. Oof. Yeah, that sucks. Sorry to hear. What are watchers at these days? Right around 2025. Yeah. We had storms hit north and south of here, but my part of Des Moines thankfully did not get hit anywhere just past the wind. Lino Muds bundle sale also when? No idea. 8:53 a.m. here in the future. Yeah, I was just talking to Nick a little bit ago, and I know it's super early for him. Sizer, how's it going? You know, I was really hoping we'd have some info on that Ethereum ship so far. We'll probably have to wait for the if they do it the way they've done some of the previous releases, it might end up being like Monday. Yeah, because I think they did the most recent lockbox ship announcement blogs like the day before they dropped, right? So we'll have a new Muds bundle next month. I don't know what it is, but you would hope that there would be a sale ahead of that. I figure that they're going to want to have a sale done like this quarter, right? Like a bundle sale, because the last one was in January. It just doesn't make sense for them to have such a long delay between the bundle sales. Like, people aren't going to buy some of these bundles, and you can't even buy like the Muds bundles without there being a Muds bundle sale. So yeah, the 14th I've gotten a lot of use out of. I already have a video going over Phoenix, like the epic Phoenix ships, but I will probably do an updated video with my thoughts on what the best options are in 2024. I know other content creators have done that, but you know, we all have different opinions. Martin, thank you, man. Let's see if we can make that 4 for 4 on the Watchers. Let me see if I got any good doffs here out of those packs quick. Reinforcements doesn't usually have much that would be worth it. I see 1 purple. Yeah, I got screwed over on the doff packs. First Lobi ship, having fun with that build at the moment, feels cool for outsiting. What is the plan for today? Just gonna do some random content here, probably do some TFOs with you guys in a few minutes. Just hang out and chat. You know, a lot of my streams the past couple of weeks have just been me doing the storyline, and we'll do more of that tomorrow. But you know, I figured a random stream just doing some more traditional gameplay wouldn't hurt too. Reinforcements. Nice. Oh, I'm 3 for 3. Can I make it 4 for 4? Oh, 3 for 4 is pretty good. 75% drop rate on them Watchers there. I'll take it. If I could keep that all the time, I'd open those boxes and nothing else. If I could change one thing with the game, what would it be? So outside of the game would be reliable server performance. I'm going into coordinated content and having the server clock tick backwards for people and just abilities misfire. It's a very frustrating experience. I know, I think Chell had mentioned he was doing some like haste testing, and when he did a solo ISA, he knew he was gonna have reasonably good performance with all the haste he had on his build. But by merely having another player in that instance with him that hit another haste console on him, I think Chell was finding his results were actually worse. Like he had less haste because the server, just by having another player in there, was causing issues. Um, so server performance would be the external thing. The internal thing would have to be the way that the ships are for like promo and lockbox, like where they're character specific. I think like if I have the Vodwar Juggernaut already on a character, there should be a way for me to make this an account wide unlock instantly, rather than needing to get the Muds bundle for it. The Muds bundle system, it's good, but it's not the answer to the entire premium ship structure that they have in the game. How much haste is too much haste? I don't have an answer for that because it's so difficult to test. We don't have static test dummies anymore because they broke the test map. We don't have a cross-faction map on the live server that enables comparable testing. Why is my restream not showing? Hold on. How do I fix this? Oh, I messed it up. Hold on. Bit of a late stream, yeah. I mean, it's 8 p.m. for me. I know it's really late for those of you over in Europe. Is there a number we should aim for? I don't have a specific number. Like it's a really difficult thing to test because of the server performance, and because the answer to that changes whether you're in a solo environment or in a team environment. It's about opportunity cost, yeah. Okay. I've missed a couple questions already, so let's get these caught up here. Hope they have updated the Epic Phoenix selection of ships for this event. As far as I'm aware, I think the announcement said the exact same ships that are currently in there, so nothing new. Good drop, yeah. Nice, Tetra. Will we be able to reclaim the epic token on the same character, or does it have to be on different characters? I think it's just a once per character reclaim, and I don't know if you're going to be able to send those through the account bank all to one character. If they do that, then that's really bad for the Dylix, because if they enable you to go in and reclaim these tokens on different characters and ship all the tokens to your main characters, then that completely devalues the epic Phoenix token. Like, I think it's good that they are giving them out for free, but you have to keep in mind that the Phoenix system is a dill sync. And when you look at the dilithium economy in this game, we desperately need effective dill syncs. And if they went through and did that, it would completely destroy, Phoenix from the epic perspective. So each character gets a single ship. Okay. 2 a.m. here in the UK. I still August. I still do a lot of coordinated runs off stream. We don't typically stream those because that environment can be a bit hectic, and the issue when you start streaming the supported runs is you just end up getting spammed by a bunch of people that want to get into them, and it just can be, if we're sitting there trying to just hang out, chill, and just focus on getting those runs done, streaming them is a huge distraction. One per character, no grind down. Yeah. Yeah, can't be broken down to EUR. Is the Equinox ship a good platform for a phaser build? I personally don't know if I'd go with the Equinox, but that's more of a, I'd say that's more of an immersion choice for you. Like, if that's a ship that you enjoy, then you can certainly build that out to be an effective platform. Terrible chaps. There's a few different ships, and I'll probably do an updated recap of what I think the top ships are right now, because I think there's a few in there that are good. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat. I currently have 18 epic tokens, and I have nothing to use them on. That's why I said in the video, like, put that gold Ferengi ship in here. For a long time, Cryptic was just scared of how people would react to that being introduced into the game again. But I think that would be a very good option to either put into the Epic Phoenix store, or alternatively into the GPL store for like 2 billion GPL. Yeah. Yeah, Joshua. I with the forums, I don't know. I don't know how effective the forums really are anymore. My experience with the forums is that generally it just doesn't seem like a lot of things get far that are being discussed on the forums. I'm just looking to see if there's anything that's been added in there. Doesn't look like it. Still have to wonder if it's a normal typo. Shadow, I don't know if I missed your comment before, but that it's not a typo. They have clarified that is their intention. Am I still planning to stream more of the new account playthrough tomorrow? Yes. I will be doing that. There's form thread, yeah. That form thread Chiaps, that was something else. A 3-pack choice account-wide Phoenix. I mean, Lobi would be a good option, but the issue that I have with how much Lobi is being dumped in is the fact that we haven't had, when's the last time we had an addition to the Lobi store? Like that wasn't like a space or ground gear item. Like we haven't had a Lobi ship since what, 2020? The space items here, these are from like a year ago. The ground items, those are also from like a year ago. The Lobi system, it just feels like hasn't been getting as much attention in the past few years. So I don't know if they keep giving us a ton of Lobi, but they're not adding new stuff into the Lobi store. That's really just devaluing that system. Yeah. I mean, there's so many ships in that T6 box that they could definitely take out the old ones and put them in the Lobi store. Warp Core, see you're on. Can the Epic Phoenix tokens and ships be traded between your own characters? The Epic tokens that you get from traditional methods can be moved via the account bank, but once you have a Phoenix ship on a character, it's bound to that character. Yeah. Okay. Let's do some TFOs. I tried to get some of my older loadouts to update again, or to load earlier, but some of my loadouts seem to be bricked. Oh. Yeah. I need to check too. I know Kraus was talking about Oscar getting a new version here soon. I just want to see if Oscar has had that new version uploaded yet. No, it hasn't. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, I see. They're still waiting for the server, right? Soon. Okay, the universal endeavor is defeat the crystalline entity. So let's get that done. Crystalline catastrophe advanced public queue. Let's get that at universal endeavor done. Literally no use for Lobi at this point. Yeah, that's why on casual I bought out all of the space items last year. Why do I think they're being so generous this year? I'll talk about that more on the next Q&A video, but I do. There was a comment made that I think is accurate. I would imagine for Cryptic's current management that there are bonuses tied to how well player retention is whenever the handover does fully happen. Hate these immunity phases. Rob, thank you for the follow. Can I get away from this one in time? I don't have comp engines on. There we go. Good job, everyone.
Hull integrity below 75%.
Yeah, and Stuka, those tokens are cheaper than we all expected, so I'll probably end up picking up the 3-pack. Chell, why am I flying this elitist ship? Because it's just such a lovely ship, you know? It's just what I happen to have been in. Um, just the deep loadout. I already have all of the Kellids. I have all of the Kellids on this character, Godel. I've got all of them. Way too immobile. My piloting's been rough with it recently. Runs have been really scattered because of just team availability the past week and a half or so. And I just have it's been a bit rough for me. Let's do a Tholian red alert. That's the fastest of the red alerts to actually do. But everyone just queues for the Borg one, but the Tholian one's actually faster. Yeah, for the Starship trait, for my DPS loadout, I slot Temporal Surge, and you can't have Temporal Surge slotted on your build when you're going into the map, otherwise it has a 2-minute cooldown. Yeah, just some members too busy. I hit the wrong button. They're trying to get my weapons to fire there. Oh, CSV is screwing me over. Our issue, yeah, I appreciate that, Chell. The issue has been, especially for like Nick. Nick needs a side nuker and a gate nuker in his runs. So for him, he's been getting extra screwed over the past week or so. Yeah, my flying with this thing is just horrendous. The pre-patch is for the Tuesday patch, the new season. 20% off on the ship slots is fine. You can occasionally get that at a 25% discount during a Start Your Adventure sale, but I don't know when the next one of those will be. Terrible, I know. My flying with this thing is just horrendous. I wanted to fly one of my FOB builds earlier, but my loadouts just are all completely screwed. Let me see if they still are. Subterranean, thank you for the follow. Watching you bring Striz pain, yeah. Yeah, my loadout for this is just let's see here. I haven't flown the Legendary Avenger in a little bit. The Connie 3, so for those of you that saw my early first take on the event campaign, um the Connie 3 I think is good. No, the it's not a typo. It is for all characters. Documents, how's it going? The United Earth Defense Force vessel I have set up as a tort build, and taking tort builds into just random content sort of sucks. My loadout for the Avenger is ruined currently also. Yeah, it should be. Joseph, how's it going? Stud, how's it going? I'm gonna pull out a random ship. I haven't flown the Shrike in a while. Do I have the legendary Simi? Yeah, yeah. I've got the legendary Scimitar. I haven't flown it in a while, but I used to fly the Scimitar all the time. Trouble with tribbles? Oh, don't worry, man. Does this loadout work? Oh, they do have a maintenance listed for tomorrow. That's weird. Yeah, I didn't see that before. That's a new one for them. Yeah, my loadouts appear to be screwed. Unable to equip some items from the loadout. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what Deca's plans are with those types of systems. I mean, it would be nice to see some new Lobi stuff, but like I was saying earlier, the last edition was like a year ago. Last ship was like 4 years ago. It just feels like it's an abandoned system, and they're just trying to make it easy for people to get those resources. Do I have a loadout on a ship that is not broken? I Dalkina loaded. Exit and restart. Yeah, I see they've got a server maintenance listed for tomorrow. Something must have broke. Plain and simple, yeah. Waldo, I wish they'd bring that back. I'd probably pick that up if they brought that back. The overpriced forced medical gun, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna use this character for that. I'll use SOB for that token. Can I swap to a disruptor loadout? Can I swap to a different plasma loadout? Oh, this game. I'm gonna go up to space and see if it works. I feel like just all of my loadouts are pretty much screwed right now, so I'll go back to the Vaadwaur Juggernaut because that was at least correct. Yeah, I mean, I hope they tested this new one out. Nope, it's fine. Okay, let's do everyone's favorite queue. Oh, I completely forgot I set that up. Between the Delkina and the Shrike, which would I recommend? I personally like flying the Delkina more. The Shrike, though, the Shrike is a very capable platform, but personally, I think between the two, the Delkina just it's better for my playstyle. Yeah, I was gonna set up the Kofi stuff. I just haven't gone around to it fully yet. What's a good deflector to use if you don't have access to the fleet stuff? Well, if you're doing normal and advanced content, go with the Disco 3-piece. Normally people would do Disco, Deflector, Core, and Shield, and then the competitive rep engines. On this build, I have... This is like my... I'm doing like DPS runs loadout with a coordinated team. So I'm running Disco 3-piece plus the Nukara Tholian core that we got last year from an event. But traditionally, you'd want to have the competitive rep engines on. Yeah, I know you prefer the Malon there. Let's do a cure found elite public queue. What's my favorite tank ship? I think the Styx is still the better like heavy tank platform. The Friendship is more of a support tank. They're both good platforms. It's just that they have different purposes. Favorite queue is Days Doom. Yeah, that's a good point. I probably should look at them closer side by side. I think it was more of just the like if I was doing random content, I think the when I looked at it, the Sticks could do a little bit more of an aggressive setup, but you're probably right. The Friendship's probably not that far off. I just think with the current meta, the Friendship, like if you're using a T6 box to get a ship, the Friendship's probably the better go. The Sticks you can always get from the 13th bundle. My loadout is screwed. I'm firing my weapons. Oh. I thought I fired my weapons, but I gotta remember I have a different keybind for that now. That's my CSV. There we go. Friday night streaming, oh my, yeah. I didn't want to be in the Vodwar Juggernaut, but the loadouts on my other ships are all screwed.
Ship is under attack.
How much ox power I get from OSS? I'll check here in a minute. My piloting with this thing and random content is rough. I'm used to just with this ship, it's just so bulky. I just usually fly it in infected and nowhere else. Dribbles, thank you for the 5. Come hang out with me at STLV. I paid for the hotel already. You can crash with me. Swear I'm not crazy. I'm friends with the Roddenberry's house band. I don't think I'll be at Las Vegas anytime soon. But thank you for the offer. I foresee myself being in Iowa for a while still. I want to fly my Delkina. Will the game cooperate and let me fly my Delkina? But Chell wanted me to see how much aux power I get from OSS. Let's take a look. I went from 73 up to like 113 or whatever there. 118. Oh, I need to know the cap increase. Let me pop an aux spat.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Boimler doesn't want to go off. I'm getting just really screwed over on the Boimlers here, Chell, so just give me a minute. Okay. So my cap right now is 130 when I hit OSS, 170. Petra, thank you for the casual membership. Very much appreciated. So yeah, it only gave me 40 instead of 50. Does that line up with what you're seeing, that you're not getting as much power from OSS as you should? Yeah. Only for Ox. Let's check weapons here. So let me max my weapon power out again. Okay, I mean it basically is maxed out. And when I hit OSS, I should be going up to 226. It only went up by 45. Hopefully that mic bump didn't come through there, but yeah. Isn't that amazing? PC Gamer, how's it going? Now you got me curious. Does that do that for engine power also? So basically what Chell's pointed out here is that OSS is not actually giving as much power as it's supposed to. So with OSS 3, you're supposed to get plus 50. Plus 50 max and current power when you hit it. And when I hit merge powered engines here, I'm at 125, so hitting OSS should take me up to 175. 170. So it's only giving me a plus 45 buff there. That's an interesting find there, Chell. The ability that adds, or that is supposed to add 50 to your power, doesn't actually add 50. I'm curious if this loadout works. I set that loadout up last week. That loadout is also broken. Does the Rallis work? Yeah, that one I have noticed. Swarmer Matrix, honestly, I don't remember. I'd probably have a Swarmer Matrix in the bank if you want me to send you one. If you're on PC. Loadout worked. Oh, this Protonic Polaron setup on the Rallis loaded. By the way, the Protonic Polaron is complete garbage. I mean, you're not wrong. I was literally going over that with Cheops and Steven recently. Okay. So here's an example. This is not even from my point of view. This is from Steven, someone I run with, and if you look at the briefing timer in some of these runs, you'll actually see it go backwards. Yeah, okay, so you can see it right there for a split moment. So let me zoom in on it. Make that any bigger? Terrible. Okay, so I'm going to go back a couple seconds in this video. Pay attention to the briefing timer. Hopefully you can see it large enough. But did you see it went from 6 to 5, back to 6, and then it'll go to... But let me just show that again. Like when you're trying to do like really coordinated stuff, runs that are going to be 20 to 30 seconds, and you've got the timer ticking back like that, you go to hit abilities and they just completely misfire. It's a very frustrating experience. But the thing is that was really important about this video and some of the others we got that night is this was happening to everyone on the team, and we're in different parts of the US, different parts of the world, and we were all experiencing this different times in the run. But that's eliminating it being an ISP issue for us. We're all seeing the same lag spikes. It's the game server just can't handle that type of coordinated environment. Yeah. Yeah, Nick's on the same ISP in Australia. Act, how's it going? Am I looking forward to the new Bort torpedo? We don't know for sure that it's him, that is back. I just hope that we break the trend of the past couple of lockbox ships in which the accessories on them have been not great. I know. I'm just trying to be... I don't want to be a dick. Okay. Um. Do I have a plasma loadout for this thing? I really don't want to do the protonic. I have disruptor on it. I mean, to 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 really summarize my thoughts on it, the thoughts that myself and the group that I run with have on any ship that's released in the near future is that we know that there's probably going to be like no meta impact from any of the accessories, which is fine. If that's if they want to focus on like shields and drain stuff, you know, with the new ships that they're introducing, that's fine. Ultimately, it means it's protecting our wallets because we don't need to buy things. If they want to introduce things that are buffing up shields and drain or stuff like that, it's like the easiest thing in the game to skip. It means they don't want money. If that's the direction they want to go, then so be it. Okay. I've got a disruptor loadout on. Let's do it to Health Honor Elite Public Queue. Joining now. To quote Port, players don't know what they want. Joshua, they are not in a position where I feel like they could go in and, you know, swing a nerf bat on the things they've introduced recently. They are in probably one of their this would be one of the worst times ever for them to go in and nerf things. And I don't think nerfing is the correct mindset to have. I think it's better to just go in and, rather than nerf things, buff the other things up to make them competitive. Yeah, between how the servers have been and everything else going on, be very, very bad time for nerfs. This is all just... No, we don't know that for sure. We don't know anything for sure. You don't like this TFO?
Go to Shipyard Alpha. Destroy the Mokai vessels before they can power up. That smell of deuterium in the mold. Glorious. The units can be exposed to damage anything near them when they are destroyed.
Oh no.
Shipyard Beta.
I had Valdor on. I got nuked.
You will die here on this lifeless moon.
The bad thing about this is that I'm in a Dyson Science Destroyer, which means that I am unable to fire my cannon scatter volley now for the next minute because of how they designed the ship. Yeah, it was a poor design decision on their part to do it like this.
The Mokai vessels are powering up their warp core. Stop them. No vessels remain at Shipyard Epsilon.
Rear shields failing. Fore shields failing. Right shields failing.
Oh no, I hit the wrong thing and I turned myself out of attack mode. It's a minute before I can go back into it.
Rear shield failing. Right shield failing.
Why is this a minute cooldown?
Left shield failing. All integrity below 75%.
Shipyard Delta is now clear of Mokai vessels. So, ship sends its rapid cogs to
Left
Fox.
shield failing.
Fight
All
this way.
integrity below 75%. Rear shield
So,
failing.
Jaula has some honor, after all. Give her a warrior's death.
Yeah. Not having my Ganon scatter volley on it is a bit rough. The issue with these EPS type builds like this is when you're running the Valdor console, you're relying on your cannon scatter volley to get your shield healing through the Valdor console. And the issue is with this ship, with how I have it set up, if I'm not in attack mode, I don't have that. And I accidentally fat fingered and turned it off.
Engage group and proceed to the top. 6, 5, 3.
Rear shield failing. Right shield failing.
I'll tear this moon in half. Fire the weapon! Jaula took over the rift for my serial weapon. Look, the lightning ships are emerging from the rift. Close the rift before the Alati overrun the system. The mycelial rift draws energy from the nearby reactor. Destroy it! Ah, a fine shot. Look at the size of that fireball.
4 shields
Be
failing.
advised,
Rear
the
shields
reactors
failing.
have a blast radius
I mean,
of 5
there's like one
kilometers.
Alachi left over there, I
The
think.
rift has been sealed. You have done well. Increase power and fire the weapon again. Jaula has targeted a swamp near a reactor station. It's feeding the rift. Destroy it.
Thank you for the reminder. It was on when I first spawned in, but when I died, I forgot to put it back on. I want to be in my Delkina. I'm gonna have to rebuild the loadout after this.
Has been sealed. You have done well.
I'm in a ship that I didn't want to be in, and my loadout got destroyed on the ship I wanted to be in.
Rear shield failing.
It will work this time. It must work.
4 shields failing.
Ah, what game is Jaula playing now?
Right shield failing. All integrity below 80%. Rear shield failing.
Pretty sure my weapons were just shut off, and I lost all survivability. No, this build is not good for here.
The rift has been sealed. You have done well.
I have a high survivability build, but my loadout on the Delkina, all of them, have been completely bricked because the game just likes to do that sometimes.
Maximum force! Before we can pursue Zola.
More shields failing.
Right? The rift failed to close. Something is keeping it open.
Shields failing.
Something big is emerging from the last rift. That gigantic Galactic Walker is keeping the rift open. Destroy it!
Target shields have failed.
All forces, stand down!
We failed.
More shields failing.
We must redeploy our forces and hunt.
All integrity level 25%.
I'm rebuilding my Delkina loadout. I just need more firepower. And this ship, as soon as you die in it, you're just completely screwed for a minute. Like if you die in the Dyson Science Destroyers when you're running them in TAC mode, and you die, not only do you have the punishment of you having died and having a respawn timer, you also have another minute there. You have to wait to be able to go into TAC mode. It's very, very frustrating. Yeah, that was a very rough run right there. Absolutely. Okay, this should be a little bit better. Let me check that the rest of the loadout hasn't just randomly disappeared. I don't regret getting the Dyson ships. It's just that they have their time and place, and that environment is not that. My hope is that the next Buds bundle will either contain the Mirror Warship or the Crossfield refit, ideally both. I think that would be really quite nice. And for the promo ship, so just thinking about it, what would that be? That'd be like the Kirk, the Janeway, neither of which were ships I was personally, particularly impressed by. And they could do the Courage. But I mean, I like the Courage, but I don't think that'd be something that would appeal to player base at large. Yeah, I mean, it would make sense for it to be a 32nd century bundle. Picard, how's it going? Go ahead, Voxerbat Tech Doffs on. Thank you. Okay. Courage is meta. Let's do an Infected the Conduit Elite public queue. I'm queuing up now. Freedom class when cryptic? I don't know. Yeah, the Kofi thing popping up in Twitch chat. I was setting that up the other day. I just forgot about it. Kofi's like a Patreon alternative. Yeah, Twitch's ads can be a bit rough. Absolutely. Good sovereign, I wish. I see another Dalkina. I see Michi. Oh boy. I appreciate both of you. I am in a solo like survivability loadout, but I appreciate it.
Scanning the nanite transfer. Gun. Additional data available. The nanite free to repair the transfer. Stop now.
Target failed. Core shield failing.
Beautiful. Like this is not a deep loadout. I don't even have Pop and Omni on. But that I appreciate that. There's two supports in there. I was on a survivability loadout. I should have swapped. If I had a deep loadout that was working, I would have swapped to it. But like that's a survivability setup right there. DPRM, PFP, Valdor. And there we go. Yeah, the ads, the issue is with some of the ads is some of the platforms, their algorithms have determined how many ads you're willing to accept. So if you are annoyed at ads, one of the tricks I've heard people do is they'll click on just random videos, and as soon as they get an ad, they just close it. And then over time, it helps the algorithm. Like it knows you're not as tolerant of ads. Uncle Pyron, you could try to use like the US or EU proxy and see if that helps. To do that, you just need to go into your STO launcher if you're on PC and select that in the options. I mean, it was not my best flying, Chiaps. I get that. Yeah, I know, Gato. I know. I think it's going to take a lot of the newer ships just having really poor reception for them to come to a realization like that. Um, I don't know how tuned in Deck is going to be to the community. Okay, so if you're on PC, go into your options and there will be a gameplay proxy option. So set that to US and then hit save and then you can start the game up. Just see if that helps. Did flying the Dalkina make me feel better? I mean, it felt better, but, you know, still. And now it does it. Now the loadout works. Bort just has a reputation for releasing underpowered items and swinging a heavy nerf bat. My deep loadout works after the run. Yeah. Look, all I'm saying is if it turns out that next week they come out with a ship that's, got stuff on it for shields and or drain, like, if that's not the type of stuff you want, you got to vote with your wallet. Just don't buy it. Like, if you really don't want drain and shield stuff, then stop buying the stuff that they introduced that has that on it. It's the only way that they're going to learn. I bought the secondary shields bundle because the economics of it made sense. It made sense to spend $75 to get a billion EC and, like four, well, that billion EC includes selling the coupon. So a billion EC plus 3 science ships. Yeah, I know. That's true. But how am I going to make my drain beam overload build good? Terrible stew. Let's do another cure found elite. That's a nice, lovely cue to do. So let's do another one of them. Archmagos, how's it going? Drain is the new meta. Yeah, I appreciate you. ISO charge got me. Terrible. I got hit by like 2 ISO charges at the exact same time. Good though. One left over here. Andromeda would be a great ship in this game. However, no shields, only battle blades. Terrible. Yeah. I know. The two people in that part of the game are going to be very upset with you for saying that. Let's let's do a Hive Onslaught Elite. That's a fun queue. Very fun queue. No news about the Infinity ship? The question is it one of those pyramids or is it one of these other designs that we saw? You know, which are they going to give us, or is it something entirely new? That's the question. Yeah, it'll be Monday. You may hate it, but the devs love it.
Resistance is futile. Your efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
Two, three, four? I'll take it. Oh yeah, the summer ship is absolutely going to be the Obelisk. I think that's a given. They teased it. But the ship coming up next week is some Etherean one.
That form was fled. Weak. Fallible.
Okay, so the Queen has like the same feedback pulse as players, but the difference is players do a lot more damage than NPCs. Something like that, but we haven't tried it a ton. For the upcoming event, what should I give the Lobi? I would go for the things in the Lobi store that you can't acquire via the player exchange. So if there's any of the Lobi sets you've been after, go after things like that. You can, I mean, with with like 2000 Lobi, you can buy a lot of those space items. Like you can gear out a couple characters with some stuff, or if you have one character you want to play around with a bunch of different sets on, that's really great for that. But I would wait for a Lobi sale and only use it on the things that you can't acquire via the player exchange. Things like Boimler or the various Lobi ships, those are relatively cheap on the exchange compared to what the cost of the Lobi to obtain them is. So if you really want like a Vengeance, wait for a Lobi sale and pick one up for like 200 mil off the exchange. If you want a Boimler, those have went as low as 50 million. Why burn, a 200 Lobi is, what is that? Like 40 keys? So why spend 500 million EC worth of Lobi when you can just buy the Lobi trait off someone else for 50 million? Steven, I just saw your message. I don't know if you're listening, but I know that you saw what I put in that channel, and your hopes and dreams have just been crushed. I don't know if Steven's even here. Poor guy. Absolutely wait for a sale. Yeah. You can that's a buyout, Weasel. That is something you can pick up in the Zen store for like $5. That's in slots and services, the EC credit cap increase, and that does go on sale during slots and services type sales to take it down to like just under $4. So you can get that 2 billion EC cap for just a couple bucks. You don't have to be a sub for it. Yeah, Rob, I am going to. Cheops. Yeah, poor Steven. Please share with the class. Unfortunately, the exact topic that I was talking to Steven about, we can't talk about that one for another month. Can you buy out Weasel, that 8,000 lithium limit, that's a per character thing. So if you have multiple characters, you can do 8,000 a day on each of them. So I've got that you can't, there's no buyout to increase that other than just have more characters. If I want to refine more to lithium, each of these characters can do 8,000 a day. So if you have 50 characters doing 8K a day, you can refine 400,000 a day, and then you can use the dilithium exchange to transfer that between characters. So if I pick a random character here, and I want to transfer dilithium from it, I'll show you that real quick. This character's got 1,000 dilithium. I can just create an order here to sell 1,000 dil. Submit offer to buy. I can just go to a different character and then cancel it. Yeah, I've got a video going over the lithium refinement cap, but in theory, you can get it to like over 450k a day. I forget the exact number, but it's a lot. But that's how you bypass the 8k limit. If you just play on one character and only ever play on one character, you're going to end up with a lot of unrefined, and it'll take you forever to actually go through all of that. That's why it is sort of wise to try and break things up a little bit. But that's also quite expensive to do. Okay, let's do some more premium STO content. Let's do a Kittimer Vortex Elite public queue. Ah. Yeah, Gondola, I agree. It takes too long. Way too long.
There are 2 active.
What do I think of the
transport
Resolute?
conduits in this system, along with a state.
That the Excelsior variant in the C store? Pretty sure it is. Resolute. Not a fan of it. Not a fan of it at all. If you want to fly an Excelsior, it's really the Legendary or the Excelsior 2. Those are the 2 good options, both of which are going to be expensive. Oh, well, that's just a skin for the Miranda. That's just a skin for the Miranda, so go put that on like the fleet Soyuz Intel Heavy Frigate. Admiralty, Contraband, those are all really good for that.
Drones are headed for the time. Stop them.
I just fell off. And you really feel that weapons start to fire so much slower when that happens. Go.
You will be assimilated.
Hate her cloaking phases here. Really dang. Oh, I'm gonna die. Got a dot on me that's gonna kill me. Yeah. Okay. The Dalkina is a really good ship. It's honestly this is probably my most favorite ship in the game right now, because it is quite flexible. You can set it up to do torps. Like, it's not going to be as good as the Eagle when it comes to torps. Nothing is. The Eagle's the only high-end competitive torp platform right now. But the Dalkina is just a very versatile platform. You can make it fairly tanky too, because it is a commander command. So you could do suppression barrage 1 or 3 and have a bit of survivability there. So I really like this ship. Cheops, I saw that. I very much appreciate you keeping 5 friendship stacks on me the entire time. But yeah, when it comes to working on alt characters, generally having them stationed next to a security officer with a stack of contraband on them, if you could afford to do that, that's really good. That's 2,000 dilithium per day per character you can do contraband on. And then if you can start up some Admiralty missions, you know, if you can quickly get a bunch of those started, then that's good. That's a good way to get some dilithium. And, you know, when it comes to the Admiralty campaigns, a way that you can get through them faster is to go in and set the filters. If you have a bunch of tier 6 ships, you can have it set so it only shows you tier 6 ships. And if I'm going through these really fast, I'm just going to like just fire away and select the first 3 ships, move on, do the next one, the first 3 ships in the list. Like if you're sitting there trying to look for specific ships, it can take a long time. So just going in and doing rapid fire, getting the first 3 or whatever, you can get them started up much faster. You're getting dilithium on the support feels weird. Mavrock, I've heard a few different things there. I don't know what's true with Denatra. Sometimes she just cloaks because she feels like it. Random TFOs take too long to do on dozens of characters a day? Yeah. I mean, the contraband has 2 different ways you can go with it. You can turn in 5 contraband for 2,000 dilithium at the security officer, or you can sell it for EC. There's both of those routes are honestly perfectly viable. It depends what resource do you need more. Yeah, the Delkina really is just a really versatile platform. I don't foresee them coming out with a different Romulan ship that beats this for a long time. Especially in the current state of development. We got 3 minutes till Infected's back up. In the meantime, let's do another Crystalline Catastrophe Advanced public queue. Let's help some people get some more of the Universal Endeavors done. Okay, public queue, Crystalline Catastrophe Advanced. 10-player TFO. This is the current Universal Endeavor, so if you haven't done it, you wanna? How much lithium is awarded for doing Red Alert event? Not a ton. For the story TF or the story stream that I'll be doing tomorrow, for continuing that challenge, I'll probably be starting up around 15, 16 hours from now. It's like 480 from the single TFO or the single Red Alert. You just keep doing them back to back. I hit that way too early. Oh, Mark, so... Whatever. There we go. Stuka? Yeah, get to bed. Get to bed. Thanks for stopping by. Did I ever get the Connie 3 or the Connie 2? No, I did not. No, the Calvin Connie 2, I never ended up acquiring. Richard, thank you for selling the keys. Thank you for enabling the 5 seconds of enjoyment there. Followed. I think then that was. I think I got a bit screwed over by the Watchers that night. Gave me a fleet power buff on that one. Very much appreciated. Yeah, a fleet power network array from the Iolani is just crazy in this environment. Good night, Rob. Nah, don't feel bad about it. Okay, public queue for infected the Conduit Elite. I'm gonna queue up now. Instantly popped. I'm worried. I'm worried on this one. I don't have my fire all weapons on any of my normal keybinds. I took it off to prevent me spamming the button too much in deeps runs. So I have to remember when I'm going into a map to hit fire all beams. Grit. Yeah, Tony, I'm curious to see. Yeah, I'm doing full auto fire. So basically I just hit my weapons. I fire my weapons at the start of the run and then they keep firing for the rest of it. Terrible, Gato. Please don't. I see an J in here. I see Sulabone Silic. Very much appreciate that. Ichi. It is a bit weird. I'm so used to going to the right in these deeps runs now.
These are your weapons. You
Feels weird
must
doing
help
left.
us to your own world, where we will begin assimilating your culture and technology.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Scanning the nanite transformer. God. Additional data is available.
Oh, I'm so far back.
Rear shield failing.
I'm already messing up.
The nanite probes can repair the transformers. Stop them.
Rear shield failing. Target shield locked down. Core shield failing. Rear shield failing. Shield failing. Hull integrity below.
A probe is closing in on a transformer. Destroy it.
Resistance is futile.
Shield failing. Hull integrity below 25%.
Oh, they weren't low enough. Oh no. Yeah, I hit it too early, I realize. I thought that was gonna die sooner. Rip. Yeah, my piloting is rough right now. Michi, I appreciate that.
Sensors confirm
Yeah,
the
that
transformer conduit has been destroyed.
probe just
However,
ran.
our scans of the starbase
It ran
are
very,
still
very far away.
disrupted. We will need need to send an away team there to look for survivors.
I'm not used to doing left to rights anymore. Was I around when infected runs were all slow and the 10% rule was a thing? Yeah, I was there. I've got a light up here, but the microphone arm was hitting it. I joined for that terrible effort. Wow. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, I quite like the amount of power that we have now. I'm also a big fan of the plasma stuff. My only issue with the Delkina right now is the experiment weapons are having a hard time keeping up. Experimental weapons don't benefit from firing cycle haste. So when you're in a really fast run where the deeps person has a ton of haste, the experimental weapons just they can struggle. They can struggle to keep up. If there was a change made to experimental weapons in which they could benefit from weapon haste, they would be much more competitive. But ultimately, the reason that I moved out of the Delkina for like the really high end deeps runs lately is because the experimental weapons just literally could not keep up. This is SCM. Oscar is very close to replacing it. We're just waiting on some server stuff to be polished up with Oscar. Neither can your side nuker. Terrible, Nick. I'm telling you, we got to get someone over on the left side with you to take out the spheres. That's what we got to do. Yeah. All of these fun queues are on cooldown. I guess can do another Tholian Red Alert quick. Public queue, Tholian Red Alert, if anyone wants to join. And there's a fast pop. Run Procyon 5 Elite. Michi, good night. Thank you for staying up. And thank you for the friendship stacks there. Very much appreciated. You know, one thing that really sucks too with doing lots of content back to back in this game is that your cooldowns don't reset upon leaving a map. Like, I just finished a TFO and I have to wait 5 minutes to get some of my buffs back up. Why don't those reset when I leave the map or enter a new map? Doesn't really make sense. That's one of the biggest annoyances with with doing DPS runs is if something goes wrong in the run and we have to restart it, we then have to wait up in space for 5 minutes for cooldowns. It's just, it sucks. It's just a waste of time. And even if you're doing randoms, like, it would be nice going into a new queue if you had all of your abilities reset. You know, that's how most other games work. Yeah. Okay. Here, found delete public queue. This will probably be the last TFO for right now, because it's been going for about 2 hours, and this was just a random stream. Yeah, got all, yeah. Exactly. I am currently, for the really high-end runs for Do, I have been using the Vodwar Juggernaut. It is an absolute pig to fly. For doing randoms or channel content, I would much rather fly the Delkina. But in that really high-end coordinated environment where you're trying to squeeze every bit out, then the Vodwar Juggernaut it's such a strong platform for that specific environment. But it sucks so much to fly anywhere else. Nick likes the Eagle for the Torps, but Torps absolutely suck to take into random content. And if your Maelstrom Torp spread fails to do its thing, you're going to be having a very fun time. The drift on the Vodwar Juggernaut is insane? Absolutely. If Chell's still here, he can very much attest to that. Yep. It's these isometric charges again. Same thing happened last time. Die again. No. Yeah, this is a glass cannon setup on this. You can make this a very survivable ship. You slot Valdor, Suppression Barrage. But I've got it on like a pure deep loadout. I honestly, I don't remember what the Reliant has on it. I'd say if you're in the builds Discord, take a look on there for some Reliant builds, or like if you're looking for something like a bit more beginner focused, then like the STO Better website would probably have something on there for that. But I haven't looked at that ship in a long time, to be perfectly honest with you. Two that's there. A bit of a rough one for me. So this is just a generic 4-4 cruiser, so just do like a beam array setup on it with like fire at will or beam overload. Am I going to change my previous main to an alien with the token? Yes. Yep. I'll probably change... If the token doesn't brick my ROM tack, I'll probably hit a couple other characters with it as well. I just am worried about it bricking loadouts. The loadouts like to break it randomly anyways. Yeah, the Reliant here, I'd probably just do just a beam array focus setup. And for that, I'd look up STO Better, STO Better. I'll drop a link to them in chat here. They've got some nice guides, and they may have some builds that can help you out there. Okay, but that is going to be it for this random stream here tonight. I will be live again tomorrow around probably starting sometime between noon to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's like 14, 15 hours from now. Yeah. Thank you all for tuning into this, and let me see if there's anyone to raid over on the Twitch side. Thanks. From two different people going. This guy's got max weapon power. That's like a basic criteria for me is if I'm raiding someone, they gotta have max weapon power. Or if they don't, they need to be in like a Torp or Psy build. Oh, I can't raid. Okay. Well, people have their raid settings turned off, so we're not going to do that tonight. Thank you all for tuning in again, and I will see you guys tomorrow.